Hello my friends, γεια σας, this is Matilda and welcome again to Tilda's cookbook.
At this little apple tree that I have here in my garden, today we're gonna go apple picking. Look at those beautiful little apples. We're gonna gather them. There we have some big ones too, right here. And we're gonna make a beautiful apple pie.
Using this miracle fruit full of vitamins, fibers and metals, which are so important to the human body, and as the Greeks say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, we're gonna make a recipe coming straight from my mother's kitchen that everybody loves. So let's get started. For the pie crust, I'm going to use a packet of self-rising flour, a packet of butter, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, and a large egg. And for the filling, you're going to need approximately 10 apples. I'm using a lot more because mine are very small. A cup of sugar, a shot of liquor, half cup of chopped walnuts, half cup of raisins, and a heaping teaspoon of cinnamon. For the decoration, I'm going to use about half cup of powdered sugar and the peel of an apple. In a bowl, I put the egg, the sugar, and the milk, and with the help of a whisk, I give it a little mix until it gets incorporated. After I've mixed it a little bit, I sift my flour on top of the eggs. And then again I mix it. It becomes like crumble, as you see, but it's okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. After it's mixed quite well, I put the butter in, which is very softened up at this moment. And I start mixing it with the rest of my flour and the eggs to make my dough. I try to mix my butter by kneading very softly because all cookie doughs need tender movements in order not to harden up. We need to fill them with our fingers. It needs to be soft and kind of sticky. After we've mixed it for a few minutes, we'll see that our final dough is soft but not sticking to the fingers. And then we know it's ready. See how soft it is? Then I cover it with a plastic wrap and let it rest for at least half an hour. And I cover it so that it won't get any air. And in the meantime, I'll deal with my apples. I'm showing you here how I do the little flower by just peeling an apple all around and trying to create a little flower. It's not perfect, but I try. And this is what it looks like. I tighten it up a little bit. And then I sprinkle a little orange on top in order to prevent it from getting darker. After I've peeled and cut all my apples in smaller pieces, I put my heat on high and I pour them in a pot because the apples are gonna get cooked before they get in the pie. And then I put the liquor and give them a little mix. And then the sugar. And as soon as they warm up quite a bit, we'll see by mixing them that the bottom part has warmed up quite a lot. We lower our heat to medium because we don't want them to get burnt. See, after a while they've created a little bit of juice. See how it is on the bottom? It's from the sugar as well and the fruit. And in the meantime it's gonna create more juice. And we need to keep mixing from time to time so that the bottom apples will come on the top and get cooked evenly. After 10 minutes of boiling, we give them a little mix and we're ready to pour in the raisins. And then we will let it boil together with the raisins until all the juices have evaporated. It took about 30 minutes and all the juices have gone. See, there is nothing remaining on the pot. Let me show you a little better. See on the bottom? No juice remaining. And that means that our apples are ready. So I pour in my walnuts, give it a little mix, and then turn my heat off and pull the pot with my apples away to let them cool down before we put them in the pie. In the meantime, I'm spreading some butter on my Pyrex, making sure I cover all the areas, especially the grooves if there are any, to have it ready for the dough. My dough has rested enough, it's ready, so I take it out of the wrap and divide it in 1/3 and 2/3. The 2/3 are going to go on the bottom of my pie and the 1/3 is going to be the top. So I spread the 2/3 on the bottom just using my fingers because the dough is very soft and I find this the easiest way to do it. After I've spread it evenly all the way around my Pyrex and on the edges as well, my dough is ready to get the apples inside. I pour the cinnamon on top of the apples before I put the top layer of my dough. The rest of it I put it on a parchment paper, and with the use of a pizza roller pin, I open it up, trying to go all around as much as possible to make a circle in the diameter of my Pyrex, which is 26 centimeters. The parchment paper is gonna help me pick it up later on. It should be approximately 3 millimeters thick. Then I pick it up with the paper and turn it around on top of the apples. It's easy that way. You just have to make sure that it goes all the way around the edges so that you can stick it and keep the apples inside. I use my fingers to stick it all around. Since the dough is very soft, this is an easy process. A little extra that comes out of my Pyrex, I make a little cookie out of it. And then I put it to bake for 50 to 60 minutes. It took 50 minutes to bake. Look what a wonderful golden color it has. And I let it cool down for about an hour to an hour and a half before I take it out of the Pyrex. After about an hour or so, it's cooled down enough. I take a plate and turn it upside down. You need to be careful doing this. And it comes out nicely. There it is. After it has cooled down completely, I'm ready to decorate it with the powdered sugar. I put it through a sieve and just sprinkle it all around. And now I'm ready to put my little flour, which I had put on a paper because I didn't want any juice to go on my sugar. And there, my apple pie is ready. See how beautiful it looks?
Okay, so now is the time we make the test. So we cut a piece. Apple pie. Let's see how it turned out to be. That feels wonderful. I ruined it a little bit, but that's okay. A lot of apples were left inside the tray. Look how it is inside, full of apples. Let's give it a try. That was a nice bite. It is yummy. The biscuit is fluffy, the apples are juicy, and with the cinnamon, really apple taste. My friends, I hope you're gonna give it a try. It's really delicious. Thank you for watching.
If you like this recipe, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get notified on my weekly uploads, and I hope to see you in another video. Until next time, happy baking και καλή σας όρεξη. Bye bye everyone!